stop the spread of the disease in infants.
Oh wow!
This is something that, yeah, you there?
Yes, I am. I'm just curious. How did you get involved in this?
Just as parents, we have a 6.5-year-old and a 3-year-old, and we did not get the adult booster. We didn't realize that ours had worn off over time, and that we were putting our daughter at risk, that we could potentially have pertussis and not really know it because the symptoms are like a severe cough or cold, and that it's very contagious, and that young children and infants, if they get it, could be even life-threatening to them.
Oh, wow. So maybe I didn't get that first part. I didn't realize that this was a campaign to get the adults to get the vaccine.
It is. It's in 80% of the cases, a family member is the one who has spread the disease to the infant. The young children and infants have to go through a cycle of their own vaccinations, and they are not fully protected. So it's important that when they're born, if you're going to be around a young infant, you're a parent, a grandparent, or caregiver, that you actually get the Tdap booster vaccination.
Is it an airborne disease?
It is. Yes, it's highly contagious.
Okay, so oh wow, so this is pretty important. Even if you're not coughing, you could spread it. It sounds like.
Well, I mean, obviously, if you're going to be in close proximity,
right.
And if you do have a cough, those are obviously symptoms and a situation that certainly could put them at high risk. So we're encouraging everyone, talk to your doctor, your healthcare provider, but also if you really want to educate yourself, go to the soundsofpertussis.com website or their Facebook app, Breathing Room Facebook app, as well as Grandparents Corner Facebook app, and you'll get all the information that you need there.
So can a parent just go to their own doctor and just request the shot, or do they have to have a physical first and then the doctor recommends it? How does that work?
Well, it's always best, to get your doctor's recommendation and make sure that you're healthy enough to get the vaccination. But I think that you'll find that it's a very safe vaccination, and that this is something that your doctor certainly will recommend.
Oh wow! And how your children are very young, huh?
Well, they're 6.5 and 3, and we're fortunate that our daughter did not get pertussis from us when she was born, but I have seen the videos, and I've spoken to other parents who weren't so fortunate, and so we feel once you hear that sound of a child with whooping cough, you'll never forget it. And so, we feel very fortunate that we got ourselves protected as fast as we could, so that we didn't spread the disease not only to our children but also to others.
Yeah, and it's true. I mean, this is the time of year where we all get together.
Mm-hmm.
So, are you racing right now, or do you take a break right about now? What happens in NASCAR?
Yeah, we've got a nice break. The teams are certainly hard at work preparing the cars for next season, getting ready for the Daytona 500, and we'll be down there testing in January. So for me, it's a nice little break with my family.
Oh wow! Every once in a while, we speak to somebody at the racetrack itself over in Daytona. Yeah, and I remember when they changed the track. We were talking about this. They were selling pieces of the old track.
Right.
That's how much people love the sport that you're in. They'll buy the road that you drove on. Yeah.
This is true. Well, they even buy our tires when we're done with them, and they're not any use to anybody either.
As a parent, when you are in a crowd of people and everything, how can you protect your little one from actually breathing in the germs?
Yeah, I mean, again, they've got to, I say it's airborne, but you got to be in fairly close proximity to someone that does have pertussis. So that's why we're really encouraging the parents, the grandparents, the family members, whose vaccination has worn off. It wears off after about 10 years. And so, if you're in a large crowd, take the general precautions that you would with any young infant, and, most of the time you're going to be safe.
Jeff Gordon is with us, and Jeff, we've got the phones lit up. Are you okay with taking phone calls? I know it's a very brief interview today.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, we've got about 3 minutes, so whoever's on the line, just so you know that, I'm not trying to be rude, but you need to know Jeff's schedule. Good morning, you're on the air with Jeff Gordon. Are you there? Oh, whoever was there is gone. Okay, well, it looks like somebody's there. All right, let me hit another button. Good morning, you're on the air with Jeff Gordon. Okay, Robin, something's wrong with this phone line.
Oh, okay.
It's not working.
Okay, we'll have to fix that.
All right, I don't know what to do, Jeff. I promise you had some calls there. It's just we're taking calls now through.
Good to know.
You're a popular fellow.
Well, you know
what happened was that I think they went to the soundsofpertussis.com website and they got all the information they needed.
Is that the actual web? Oh, yeah, soundsofpertussis.com. I see it here. Well, just so you know, that it is. I have two comments to say about NASCAR radio. It is the most choreographed play-by-play of any sport. How those guys pull it off, I don't know. The guys that do the Motor Racing Network.
They do a great job.
That's pretty amazing. But the other part is that when we make a mistake on the radio, like, for example, we play a commercial where it shouldn't be, the phones light up. That's how we know how many people are listening to you going boom, boom.
Well, there's a lot of people out there that believe in listening to the radio and watching it on TV at the same time is the most entertainment, because those guys do, like you say, choreograph and make it so exciting as they bring it to you live.
Yeah.
And as a parent, sir, that really is a scary thought that you may actually be the one person to infect your child, and you want to do everything you can to prevent it.
Yeah, I don't think there's anyone out there that wants that to happen within their own family,
sure,
knowing that they could be in control of it. So that's why we're that's why my wife and I are part of this campaign. It's why we love being able to spread that word and really help stop spread this disease, because it really has become an outbreak throughout the country. There's 41,000 cases reported last year with 18 deaths. So it can be very serious.
Jeff, do you and your wife celebrate Christmas?
We do, and looking forward to we're actually going overseas this year. My wife's from Belgium, so we're going to go visit her family in France and Belgium and enjoy some downtime for a couple weeks before we get all cranked up and get started for the NASCAR season in 14.
So I'm going to squeeze one more thing in here. I loved the video prank you did on the car salesman.
Oh, that was a good one.
I get asked about that a lot.
Yeah. That was real, right? That's the only question I have.
The reactions of him in the car were absolutely real. 100%.
For those who've never seen that, you got to Google it. Just put Jeff Gordon test drive prank or something like that, and you set this guy up, right? The salesman. We did. We had a lot of fun doing it too. My goodness, and what skill just to watch that. I have a hard time parallel parking. In fact, I avoid it if I can. Jeff Gordon, thank you so much for being on the air with us. The important message that Jeff was delivering to us was to get vaccinated so we don't bring pertussis, whooping cough, to the children we're in contact with this holiday season. Soundsofpertussis.com is a great place to go to start. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you for being with us.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, we'll take a little break. We'll be right back.
Habitat for Humanity of Marion County is a ministry dedicated to improving lives by providing affordable and decent housing. Help them help others by visiting the Habitat for Humanity Ocala home store on Northwest 27th Avenue. To schedule a donation, give them a call and they'll come and pick it up. For more information, visit habitatocala.org. Habitat for Humanity of Marion County, building homes, building hope, building community.
Alice?
Yes, George?
I'm going to Devon's Self-Storage.
You mean Devon's on 200 across from Hobby Lobby?
Yes. You know I have my own code to get in. If I have a question, I just call 873-0777.
Didn't you just go there last night?
Well, yes, they're open late.
Didn't you go Christmas shopping this weekend?
Yes.
Then you went to Devon's Self-Storage?
Yes.
George, what are you up to?
Bye.
George.
Hi, I'm Yvette, and I'm here to tell you a few things about ABC Frederick's Appliance. They sell not only new, but used guaranteed appliances. When you call ABC Frederick's Appliance, they will provide service on what they sell and any appliances that you own. ABC Frederick's Appliance is located in Bellevue, right over the railroad tracks. Call 352-629-5181. That's 352-629-5181. That's 352-629-5181. ABC Frederick's Appliance.
On the next Voice of Ocala, Jim Ross, the city editor of the Ocala Star-Banner, joins us talking about his series that he did on the springs around this area. Plus, he'll also have some conversation about the hot topics in our area, including Project Home Run. We'll even get some of his reaction to what Commissioner Carl Zalek said. Plus, in the sports world, we'll give you the update on how the Florida game came out against Kansas and more football.